Hello and welcome. My name is Eugene, and I am the digital avatar of the channel where we have the honor to inform you, dear viewers, about how global defense trends affect the war in Ukraine, and how the war in Ukraine impacts the development of defense technologies and means of armed struggle. Today I will tell you about the development of one of the main means of defeating the enemy, which is actively used by the Ukrainian Defense Forces in the fight against Russian aggressors. Of course, these are drones, attack and reconnaissance drones of various designs and modifications. It is difficult to overestimate their role in the defense of Ukraine against a superior enemy in conditions of its superiority in virtually all means of armed struggle. Looking ahead, I will say that many analysts and experts at this stage of the war are discussing what is more effective, artillery or attack drones. Of course, this question is very relevant now in the conditions of acute shortage of artillery shells in the Ukrainian Defense Forces, insufficient ability of Ukrainian enterprises and its partners to produce them, comparing the cost of drones and artillery weapon systems. This week, on February 8th, the Ministry of Digital Transformation reported significant results of the Drone Army project. In July 2022, the collaborative efforts of the General Staff of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, the Ministry of Defense, the State Special Communications Service, and the Ministry of Digital Transformation, alongside the United 24 platform, led to the inception of the Drone Army project. Fast forward to March 2023, less than a year later, the Ukrainian Armed Forces welcomed the initial 3 variants of strike unmanned aerial systems. A recent article by Army Inform delves into insights from the Ministry of Digital Transformation's report on the project's strides. Presently, the project boasts 67 operational strike squadrons. Their cumulative achievements since June 2023, when comprehensive data collection on damaged and neutralized targets commenced, amount to 15,140 hits. These encompass strikes on Russian weaponry, military assets, personnel, and fortified positions. Noteworthy is the Ministry of Digital Transformation's revelation that drone operators have, on occasion, executed as many as 80 hits in a single night. Under the aegis of the Drone Army initiative, close to 20,000 UAV operators have undergone training, facilitated by 33 partner institutions, championing a money follows the military approach. Notably, the imperative for expanding operator training persists, owing to the burgeoning deployment of strike and auxiliary drones within the armed forces of Ukraine. The Ministry of Digital Transformation underscores its commitment to catalyzing Ukraine's drone market growth through the enactment of revolutionary resolutions. Approximately 20 legislative and regulatory measures were streamlined to ease drone operations, abolishing redundant controls, while augmenting profit margins from 1% to 25%. Concurrently, fresh training and testing grounds were established. Legislative hurdles impeding ammunition and component manufacturers were dismantled, and so forth. A stark contrast emerges when comparing the drone landscape from 2022, where only 7 UAV models were eligible for state contracts, to the current tally of 67. Production has surged diversity, engaging nearly 200 companies. Pertaining to drone ammunition manufacturing, reports indicate involvement from over 50 state and private entities, producing models spanning 300 grams to 10 kilograms. As we witness the rapid evolution of defense technologies and the resilience demonstrated by the Ukrainian Armed Forces, it's crucial to stay engaged and informed about these critical developments. If you find our content valuable, we encourage you to like and share this video, and consider subscribing to our channel for more updates on the dynamic landscape of global defense trends and their impact on the ongoing efforts in Ukraine. Thank you for your attention, and until next time, stay informed, stay engaged, and stay supportive.